Metatron. I am Pi Fierce B Metatron, the hostess with the mostest. This is Mastered Self Numerology. And today we are talking about the numbers 40, 404, 42, 6, 43, 7, and 45, 9. And I want to start by saying that as we get deeper into the numbers, 50s, 60s, 70s, there are going to be less numbers to go over because a lot of them are being covered. 3663, 4554. I am covering 42.6 and 43.7 today, even though we have talked about 42.6 and we talked about 24.6 and we talked about 34.7. And the reason why I'm talking about them, because there are slight differences. There are enough differences in 42 and 24 and 43 and 34 that I believe it's important that we talk about them separately today. So today is going to be, we're breaking into the fours. Whenever there is a 4 in front of any other number in a name or in an essence, you automatically know, we know the strengths of the 4: stability, security, production, building, things of that nature. However, with the 4 in front of it, everything we know about the 4 comes with that. However, a test or tests thereof. So stability, there'll be testing stability. Security will be there for the 4, 40, 42, 43. However, testing the security. Production is there. However, there'll be tests. Whenever there is a 4 in the front of the number, and it signifies the numbers in the 40s. 40 is a testing number. I wish Honeybee was on the call today, because her first step is 404. And I would have loved to have gotten her insight into the tests that have popped up constantly in her life. So without any further ado, let's just jump right in. Anybody got anything they'd like to say? Hello, meet and greet. Hi, Lemons. I'm so grateful to have you on the call, Miss Lemons. And I want to tell you that you're doing the damn thing. I see you pop up tarot readings, pop up this shop, pop up that. Yeah, I see you doing it, and you doing the damn thing. And yeah, much continued success, much continued perseverance, much continued endurance. And when the haters come, turn around so they can kiss your ass.
They're going to be kissing the whole cosmic ass.
The whole cosmic ass. That's right.
Thank you. Thank you, Master. Thank you, Master.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's good to see LaKandra on the call. Hi, LaKandra. How are you? If you can make it to the phone. It's good to see you on here.
I'm good. How are you?
Everything is wonderful. It's great to have you here today. It is truly a blessing and an honor to see you here. And then all of the regular faces. Hi, Vanda. Hi, Jolene, Desiree. It's good to see you, Victorious, and David. And anybody that's live on the book, I can't see you right now because I am watching this on the Zoom. I have to be on the Zoom, but I'm grateful and thankful for everybody who is there watching this there too. Yes, Vanda. You have something? Unmute yourself.
Oh, yeah. And call me V. I'm moving that name Vonda out the way, and I'm going to call V.
Absolutely.
Okay. And I just wanted to ask you if you could just say the numbers over again, because I was moving around a little bit.
Okay, the number 404,
Mm-hmm.
42.6,
Mm-hmm.
43.7,
Mm-hmm.
and 45.9.
Mhm. Okay, that's what we'll be doing tonight. Okay.
That's what we'll be doing tonight. And again, like I said, as we get further into the numbers, there'll be less and less. But these numbers that we're starting to go into, these numbers are the ones that really show up for us more throughout the day: the 40s, the 42s, the 50s, the 60s. And I really want us to start paying attention to the numbers of the addresses of the places that you go. Just the numbers. Don't worry about the street name or anything yet, but really start to pay attention to the numbers and what they add up to the places that you go. Perfect example. Y'all know my first step is 16.7. Do you know that my automatic drive-through car wash that I go to, address is, yep, you guessed it, 16.7. My favorite taco shop, Roberto's Taco Shop, real Mexican food you like. I love their jingle every time it come on the radio. It's a 16.7. The Sprouts store that I do my shopping in, yep, you guessed it, a 16.7. The Costco that I do my shopping in, the building it's in is a 16.7. The address for the whole complex is different, but the building Costco is in is 16.7. So some of these I picked after I added up the numbers. Some I didn't realize it until after I started doing business with them, and then I looked at the numbers. So when I tell you that you are your numbers and your numbers are you, and you follow them and they follow you, that's the truth. And you will find that the numbers that are strongest in your charts and in your numbers, if you exclusively do business in and around those numbers, in businesses that have those numbers, you will find that you get much better deals, much better service, and you just have a much better overall spending and or shopping experience if you just hang out in the stores that have your numbers. I've been living by these numbers for years, and I can tell you you can test it for yourself. However, I've tested it for all of us, and I really, really, really can stand here and tell you that if you shop exclusively according to your numbers, you have better buying and or shopping experience. I spend money according to my numbers. When I go put gas in my car, I put either 34, well, before Biden, I could put $34 in and it would top it off. Now it's either 43 or $52. But you see, 34 is a 7, 43 is a 7, 52 is a 7. So that's just how I roll. I roll on the 7s. That's what really on the 7s mean. When I get a chance to break down everybody else's specific numbers, some of y'all may be on the 8s or on the 5s or on the 3s. It just depends. For me, it's on the 7s. So that's just a little public service announcement from your friendly numerologist here behind the mic. Now we will move into the actual numbers and dealing with the class today. So we know that dealing with any 40, no matter what, we're dealing with stability, security, fortress, productivity, building, and tests thereof. Any type of 40 stronghold, there will be a test related to it. And it all depends upon the number that is mixed with that 4. So starting with 404, we know that the 0 added to any number magnifies it with the power of God, the power of cosmos, the power of the creator, creation, source, mind, whatever it is, Allah, Buddha, whatever it is you believe is in charge of all of this. You know, not stepping on anybody's religious beliefs or anything. You believe whatever you want. I encourage you to believe something. So you can believe whatever you want. You don't necessarily have to believe what I believe. I believe in source. Everything else is up for debate. I believe that something, some being, some entity, some thing, mind, some conglomerate created all of this where we are at right now. I do believe that. Everything else is up for debate, though. You know, I don't think anybody's religion is better than anyone else's. They all, to me, they're all the same. All of them the same. You could find a whole lot other things to be involved in than any one of the man-made religions on the planet. There are a whole lot worse shit that you can get involved with other than that. So again, I never shit on anybody's religion ever. I was a Baptist preacher for years. Yep, for years. Some of y'all probably hear a little bit of it in me when I'm in the meditation. I can hear it in myself. I don't do it. It's not something that is for show. It's just something that just is. It just is. So 404. So we have stability, security, and productivity with the power of God. So divine security, divine and cosmic stability, universal productivity. The 404, when they are balanced and living their proper structured life, there's no one that is more productive. There's no one that can get shit done more effectively and efficiently than a 404. They are productivity, stability, security, actualization personified. I mean, they really, really, once they are balanced and once they are focused in on what the hell they want to do, yeah, there's no stopping a 4040. 4040s have to weather the flood. They get a flood of emotions. They get a flood of mental anxiety. When they get impatient, it comes in a flood. It's not a drip. It's not like a little faucet where it just take a while to fill up the cup. When the 40 get restless or impatient, it comes whoosh, just washing over. The 40s, their tests, most of their tests come from their associations, from intimate all the way through any type of an association is going to be a test for a 404. Anything that they have to do with anybody else, be it a friend, mate, coworker, any of those things, it's a test for them. They have extreme production energy. Now, that's a double-edged sword for a 404. If they have a clear picture about what it is that they are attempting to manifest, that extreme production energy can be used to manifest some shit in a day where it take us 3-4 weeks, a month. They really, really have that much of extreme productive energy and power into actualizing. I mean, they got the power of God with them. They are production with God behind them. They are God's production. Flip side of that, if they don't know what the hell it is they want to do, or if they unsettle, that extreme production energy turns into agitation. Because they bounce from this, they spend 5 minutes on this, 6 minutes on that, 10 minutes on this, 5 minutes back, 10 minutes over there. Oh, let me help you do this. Yep, let's got this. Yep, let's do that. And they spin themselves in a circle, just like a top. Remember when we was kids, us old schoolers had the little top that you get the rope and you put it around it and then you spin it and it spins. That's the 404. As soon as they don't know one thing they want to do, it starts to wobble, and next thing you know, boom. 404s are the ones that when they spin themselves into a tizzy and in a frenzy and they finally fall out, they liable to sleep 36 hours. They liable to just fall smooth out. They do suffer from extreme swings of energy because of that. 404 is also, they also got another double-edged sword. Patience versus no patience. Yeah, someone on this call with me knows this for a fact about a 404, this patience versus no patience. Like I said, if they are focused in on something that they desire to manifest, they have the patience to see it through, no matter if it's slow as molasses in January, dripping down to December. They have the patience to stick to determination. They can go through the routine. They could just lock in and just plod their way to manifestation. When they are scattered and all over the place, they got the patience of a gnat. They just buzzing around and picking this up and going here and changing this and doing that and making rash decisions. No patience. No patience. Start something, 5 minutes later, be like, I'm done. I'm done. Make very rash decisions, especially when they're operating out of their no patience side. When they're operating out of their patient side, they make very sound decisions. They have very good judgment. Again, they got the mind of God inside their mind. The 404 is governed by the 4 spiritual laws of becoming spiritual, becoming mental, becoming emotional, becoming physical, meaning balance, meaning solid, meaning secure. Not all over the place emotionally, not all over the place physically. 404 is not one that could take rough environment. They really, really need a nice little structured. 404 would love to just be sitting in a cubicle, not around nobody else. Just, you in your cubicle, I'm in mine, and just leave me alone. Just let me do what I need to do. The 404 must treat everyone with fairness and strive for universal harmony, or the floods will just continue and it will overtake them. And when the flood comes, yeah, you as the recipient of the phone call or the text from the 404, you feel the flood. You can feel it. Just if it's a text, you can feel it. You can feel it. Yes, you can. Any questions about 404? Any comments? All right.
I would say that my ex, he is a 44 life path, and when he get into his mode where he just laser vision, it's like, okay, just let him go. Let him go. Because He's gonna see it straight through, and he's gonna move everything out the way. He don't care.
He ain't gonna waver. He's not gonna waver. Look, Armageddon could be starting and he wouldn't give a fuck. He's gonna go forward. Yeah, till he ain't got no breath left. He's gonna keep going. And we'll see it through.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They're very sensitive. Like I said, when they cry, the flood is coming. When they get emotional with you, the flood is coming. When they want to share some of their spiritual knowledge with you, it's coming in a flood. And However they interact with you physically, it's a flood. It's a damn flood, believe it or not. You think you getting a little bit, and yeah, they done drenched your ass. Yeah, the 404 will drench you with love, with affection, and they want to be drenched. They want to be drenched. And when you don't drench them, they be feeling some type of way. They really, really do. So you, as a 404, you need to encourage him. He needs to always communicate. If there's a lack of something that he's not getting that he expects, he needs to communicate it, because he won't say it, but he'll just sit there and brood.
Yeah, I always remind him, like, what do you want? Tell me what you want. Just tell me what you need. Just tell me. Just talk. Tell me. And he doesn't want to say anything. He'll be trying to like sit on it, and then he'll say everything else but that. And I'm like, just tell me what you want. Just say it.
Absolutely.
Just get it out.
Just spit it out, dog. If it's on the tip of your tongue, and you can't say it, stick your damn tongue out and I can see it then. How about that? Yeah, just communicate. It's really hard. It's difficult for the 404 to communicate because they believe that you just supposed to know. They believe you're just supposed to know because they feel that they just know what you want. Even if you don't even want it, they know what you want.
That part.
Yeah, even if you ain't even said that you ain't even said nothing, and here they come with something, and you ain't even said it. But they think everybody is like them on that, and they're the only ones that's got that with them. So yeah, you have to encourage him to always communicate them secret wishes and expectations that he want to telepathically communicate it with you. Now tell him to speak up, dog. Speak up, because if not, he don't get it. He gonna brood. He gonna hold it against you, and you ain't even gonna know why he mad at you. You're not even gonna have a clue until that emotional flood comes. Woo, you didn't. And woo.
Can I say?
Please do.
Oh, okay. Now I'm needing to understand what you're saying when you're saying 404, because I know that, if I add my whole name up, it's a 13 equal just 4.
Yeah, no, this is specific for 40, the number 40.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, this is specific for 40.
Thank you.
Yeah, very specific for 40. Anybody else want to chime in on 404? All right. We'll move on to 42-6. 42-6s are secure in their spirituality. I like I said, I've done a lot of research on these double-digit numbers, and everybody that's got a 42 anywhere on their chart, they are really, really, really secure in their spirituality and their spiritual practices. And yeah, you're not going to move them off of that. Not a 42-6. And if you're not careful, they will roll over you with their spirituality. They are really strong spiritual being. They understand and they walk in their karma. They are comfortable and secure in their karma and in their service. And yeah, they are very, very secure and very stable in their spirituality. And like I said, you're not going to tip them over. They'll tip you over. They'll just run with their strength. They have strength in their spirituality. Very, very spiritual people. Very, very service-minded. They have the beauty of the 4 in front of the 2. The 4 in front of the 2, it softens the sensitivity. It hardens up the sensitivity. That 4 is like, pull them up, girl. Pull them up, dude. We don't have time. We got work to do. The 4 is about work. Whatever that 4 is at, it's about work. So that 4 is looking at that 2, talking about, nah, man, it's time for breaking. That 4 is like, yeah, we can break when we die. Come on, man, let's get this going. 4 is about that stability, that security, that building the city 4 square, building something, producing something. And when it's coupled with the 2 to make this 6, it doesn't have the sensitivity that a 24-6 does. The 42-6 is what dog? Yeah, we got to do it. It's got to be done. Yeah, you can cry tomorrow. You cry tomorrow. Let's get the work done today. Yeah, let's come to the table and compromise later. Let's do this and then we'll compromise. Yeah, the 4 is gonna go into action first. The 2 is gonna go into diplomacy first. 4 is gonna go into action and then there'll be a diplomat. 42-6s have stable and productive partnerships on all levels. Not too many 42-6s. You're gonna see caught up in entanglements, caught up in situationships, caught up in anything that's not defined or not structured as far as a partnership. I'm talking intimacy all the way down, all the way down. 42-6s and the 24-6s. Y'all is the ones on the playground that y'all is making sure that the people, the girls or boys you becoming friends with, you make sure that they cool first before you come friends. You ain't just, yes, Victoria, she had your hand up.
I have a question because
Yes.
I'm born 420.
Yep.
And so I got that 0 on the end of that 20.
Yep.
And so I know that takes it to like
A whole
another
nother
level, right? Okay.
Yes.
And what does that mean again? Like, how does that apply to you in numerology when you're just looking at the month and the day of your birthday again?
The month and the day, that is like if you had a car that the battery went dead and we go and we get jumper cables or we get that battery charger, that's your battery charger. That's your jolt. That's your life jolt. So 420, which is 42-6 with the power of the cosmos. Yeah, you are very, 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 very secure in your spirituality, and you're not getting budged.
Nope.
You're not. Yeah, you're not getting budged at all off of it. Not at all. Not at all. So this 42 really is. It really is. Okay, your 420 is like, you know how we have movies and TV shows, and there's shit going on the picture, but there's always background music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your 420 is your background music for your life.
Wow. Okay.
It's your theme music. Yeah. Yeah. This is your theme music. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, and again, when the 42-6 is going, and the 42-6, you're not a friend as much as either you're a partner or an associate. Ain't no friend shit for the 42-6 or the 24. Either I'm partnering with you for something. We're gonna partner with this. I ain't your friend really, or you're an associate. Either I'm gonna hang out where you are at. Ain't no, the 42 and the 24s. Yeah, if they call you a friend, that's a whole nother level. That's a whole, you is in a rare circle, first of all. And yeah, you on a whole nother level above a partner and above an associate. Yes, Victorious, you wanted to chime in.
So I'm laughing because I have very few friends and I have a hard time maintaining the associates that I have in my life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's partnership or nothing for you.
Or nothing.
It's
No
partnership.
in between with me.
There's no in between. No.
Absolutely no.
Right. No in between. Absolutely. Now the 24-6, remember I told you guys they high life, and if there's a shelf above top shelf, that's where 24-6 is hanging out. They go all out for the family. They'll get broke maintaining the family and their very high side living. 42-6 is a little bit different. The 42-6 is budgeted high side living. 42-6 is like, yeah, no, I'm gonna get the best shit in my budget. Yeah, I got a budget and I'm gonna make it work. And they also are budgeted when they deal with their family. They'll help the family, 24-6 family member call, they crying on the phone. they tell the 24/6, I need $1,000. 24/6 is like, okay, it's gonna break me, but I'll send it to you. Same relative called the 42/6. First of all, the crying on with the 42/6, the 42/6 is like, I don't even care about your tears, really. And then when you get to the 1,000, the 42/6 saying, well, I'll send you 200. You're gonna have to hustle the rest of this shit up. 24/6 would be like, yeah, I'll send you the whole 1,000 and break myself. 42/6 is like, no. Even if they got the 1,000, they'd be like, no, I'll send you a couple of hundred. I'll get you closer to it. Yeah, I'll get you. Or the 42/6 will say, yeah, get 500, get 600, and then call me and we'll see what we do. Yeah, the 42/6, 420, it's a budget. Everything fit in that damn budget, man. I'm serious. Victorious, will you share with them how serious I am? Everything is budgeted. Everything.
Everything. And here's the thing, I still enjoy my lifestyle.
Yes.
Like you said, I love seafood and I'm gonna have as much seafood as I want, but guess what? I really go get it at Costco's in large quantities as opposed to like going to my favorite restaurant
Absolutely.
and splurging and spending a lot of money. So yeah, I do everything on a budget, but I still live the lifestyle that I enjoy. But I just ball on the budget. I ball on the budget.
Balling on a budget. That's 42/6. Balling on a budget, man. And for the 42/6, they have testing work and vocational experiences. Doesn't always mean they get that there's issues. Their 42/6 will work and they're great workers and durable and they could take a lot. However, they be having testing work situations and 42/6, 24/6, yeah, they'll quit a job in a minute. Just bounce. They come in for training. The training start at 8 and by noon, if they ain't interested or they feel like there's some bullshit, they'll go out for lunch and won't even come back. They'll just be like, deuces, I'm out. Yeah. And the 42/6, like I said, they could take a lot, but you're not gonna be rough with them at a job, and you ain't gonna talk too much shit to them at a job, or they will bounce on your ass. Yeah, they're not.
Something?
Please do.
That is hilarious because like one of the things that I require in my work environment, but it challenges me. It doesn't matter where I go, is I require like a friendly environment.
Yeah.
And a fair environment.
Yep.
And it's those two things that continuously test me no matter where I go.
Absolutely. Yeah. The 42, 420. You have testing, a bunch of tests at work or any type of vocation or endeavor that you do other than if you work for yourself. If you work for yourself, the tests will come in a different way. But whenever you work for anybody else or go outside of yourself for employment, yeah, it's a test. It's always something. Something always happened at any other job you've ever had. Something that always happened. Something. The mantra for the 42/6 or 420 is always keep the peace within the family. Whether you like it or not, you are the family peacemaker. Even if you don't even ask for the shit, you are the family peacemaker. You are the one that has to always keep the peace within the family. I know it's hard sometimes. Oh, it's hard sometimes because it seemed like the rest of the family know that you the peacemaker and they just throw shade and fuck with you anyway, just because of that. It just seems like that. But yeah, the mantra for the 420, 42/6 is always keep the peace within the family. And then your road to expansion and ascension, attain self-awareness to rise above mediocrity, failings, and poverty. Attain self-awareness to rise above mediocrity, attainment, and poverty. Yeah. Any questions, any comments on the 42/6?
So I'm gonna just say this. I was just having this conversation with my mom today,
Mhm.
and I was telling her how different I am as a person when I have a daily spiritual practice as opposed to when I don't.
Yep.
And so it's really interesting how you talk about this pursuit for self-knowledge or spirit
Self-aware.
like
Yes. Spirit
yes,
life. Yes. Yes.
yes. And like it is something I have on my to-do list every day. I don't always get it. Some days, like, it
Mhm.
doesn't happen. But when I say that it is a daily practice, it truly is.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
And like I said, that is your ticket to
I see the
wherever,
difference.
yeah, to wherever you want to go. However you want to go and whatever you want to do when you get there. That's your ticket. Self-awareness, self-mastery for you. Yeah, self-mastery opens up the vault for you. The
It's
vault,
also showing me the ability, because you talked about the four and the ability to manifest
yes,
and how, and also having that Queen of Spades in my chart as well in my Pluto. But what I'm
absolutely.
seeing now is the ability to like go within to manifest as
Yes,
opposed to going outside of myself trying to make things happen.
absolutely. The four, that's what the four is all about, man. Manifestation from inward, inner,
Yes.
inside first, inside. Yeah, anybody with a four, just a straight four, manifestation. Any fours, you got the power of manifestation. Any fours, you master creation. You master it. You make creation real.
Wow.
Yes, any four anywhere on your chart, anywhere, especially first name, middle name, last name, your journey, your urges, or your energy,
You mean the
essence,
24?
the 22-4, yeah, anywhere, anywhere, absolutely, anywhere. You got if you got a four in a 24. That is the four in your 24 helps you. Yes, that's a manifester. Yes, it is. It definitely is. All right. Any other questions on 42-6? All right. All right. We're gonna go to 43-7, and you're going to see the contrast in a 7. Like I said, 34 is the anomaly of the sevens. 43, you would think would be so close to a 34, but yet they're almost polar opposites, the 43 and the 34. The 43 is so productively creative. I mean, man, the 43-7 is like a machine. And whatever it is that they are creating or working with their creativity, they're just like that Energizer bunny that got lithium batteries that been charged on Mars some damn where. I mean, they just go and go. They spit out one, pick out another, spit it out. It's like a assembly line. I mean, they're relentless at it. So much so that the 43-7 is the real isolationist of all of the sevens. All the sevens like their solitude. All the sevens, can become hermits in their own right. That 43-7, yeah, dog. That 43-7 is come out the portal a hermit. They really, really can get focused, and they really can put their focus and their drive and their determination into the airiness of that 3 energy, and they pull all of the best qualities of the 3 out of the 3. Whereas that 34-7, the 3 is in front, man. And the 3 is just running rampant. And the 4 is doing everything it can to reach out and grab a hold of it. But the 3 is faster than the 4. But when the 4 is in front of the 3, the 4 is looking back at the 3 like, hey, dog, you know what this is. So just give me all of your best shit, that airy shit, that playfulness, that careless with system and order. No, you hold on to that. I want the creativity. I want the vision. I want the innovation. I want the out of this world thought process. That's what that 4 in front of that 3 does. And that's how it flips. And that's how that 34-7 is so much different than all of the other 7s, but really so much different than the 43-7. Because the 43-7 can focus in that well and can get determined and can get the best out of the 3. The tests for the 43 come with their stability and their security, because they can abate the carelessness of security and stability in the 3 in their name. Their tests come with their stability. They are some of the most productively creative folks, but because they got to bounce, they got to go sleep in the cousin's garage for 2 weeks, or apartment complex caught a fire and it was 100 apartments in the complex and their apartment was the only one that burned up. Shit like that happened to them. They get a new job and they start, and first day they go, everything is cool. The next day they go, plant shut down. Shit like that happens to the 43-7. They get tests in their stability and in their security. Unlike the 34-7, who we said was selfish in relationship to a fact, they're liars. The 43-7 is the exact opposite. They tell the truth to hurt, to a fault. They 43-7, if they witness a crime and the police or the DA come talk to them, they're gonna give a full account. Everything. They're gonna tell what everybody did. The 43-7 is a snitch on everybody, and they remember everything, just how it happened and in sequence. They play it back better than the video. They have a real secure relationship of the fact. They're not gonna lie for shit. Not even to duck a lick on their own self. They are not telling. They're not even built to tell it. They can't. They just blot it out. And the 43-7, unlike the 34, who had sketchy and unstable options and opportunities, the 43, they get nothing but stable options, stable opportunities. 43 don't meet the guy or the girl who's doing shenanigans. They meet the one that's, I'm here for you, honey, and I'm gonna sell out for you. And yeah, 43s get a partner that they be the only ones they have sex with the whole life. 43s fall into stable jobs. They be 17 and a half and get the job with the city working for the waterworks. 43, get one of them jobs like that early in life. They will be content. They could sit there because they have that 4 influence in the 3. They can sit through a routine for 30 years. They can do the same job. Punch press operator, 30 years. Yep. And they max out. 43-7s max out retirement. They max out 401k. They max out anything that's dealing with retirement fund and 401k and money for later. Yeah, that 43-7 max out all of that. They will eat beans and rice out of a can for years, and then when they retire, they go into sushi place and the steak and lobster and all of that. They'll ride a bike to work for years. As soon as they retire, they getting a Rolls Royce and all of that. Yeah, that's 43-7. 43-7 banks for latter years. They will cut their throat in the young years and work, but when they get like in their 40s and 50s, oh yeah, they cutting loose. Yeah, they cutting loose for real. A lot of 43-7s they're the guys that have the midlife crisis, get to 52 and all of a sudden, they combing over the hair and buying a red Corvette. Yeah. That's a 43-7. 43-7 would do some shit like that. The 43-7's mantra is lean on your stability and act on your stable opportunities. With that 4 in the front, they could get satisfied with whatever they're doing. Like I said, some of them don't even, they get a job and stay there 30 some years. So lean into that stability, 43-7. Let that be what you hang your hat on. However, open yourself up to some of the opportunities, because the 3 is always shouting to you, hey dog, I got something else. But the 4 is like, nope, nope. We're gonna stay, we're going forward. Nope. We're gonna build this house one brick at a time. And the 3 is like, hey dog, we got a whole busload of bricks. The 4 is like, nah, man, we need one at a time. They're gonna put them on one at a time, one at a time. And for them to expand and continue to awaken, they must allow free flow and not shut out the world. Again, a 4 and a 3 together making a 7, and that 4 is more dominant than the 3. The 4 will be, the 43-7 is cool to come home, close the door, pull the shades down, and turn on their favorite, whatever it is that entertains them, and it's a wrap. They won't go outside. Look, and with online shopping and shit, 43-7 love that. They ain't got to go see nobody, and they can get all their groceries delivered to a door. Yeah, 43-7 love that. So for the 43-7 to awaken and expand and keep accelerating, must allow free flow, yourself to have a free flow. Go outside sometimes, go meet some people, go out, and not shut out the world, specifically not shut out the fun that the 3 want to let you have every now and again. Let the 3 have a little fun every now and again. Any questions, any comments about 43-7 or the differences between 34 and 43? They are starkly different. Yes, they are. Starkly different. All right, then we're going to wrap it up with 45-9. We all know that 9s are endings. This is probably the best of the 9s, 4 and a 5, because you got, we know that the 5 is about experience and adventure and freedom and change and, all of that restlessness and all of those things. Yet with the 4 in front of it, the 4 is like, yeah. I know, but we got work to do. So we're gonna get to some of that. We'll get to some of that freedom and some of those experiences and some of that adventure. And yeah. I know you're restless. If your ass is restless, come on over here and do some work. That's the 4 in front of that 5. The 4 is secure, has secure, goes on secure. The 45-9 goes on secure and stable adventures. Secure, they have secure and stable experiences. They know their restlessness, they are secure. Their restlessness is so mild because they balance it out. The 4 is like, look, man, get over yourself. We got work to do. When that 4, it'll knock out every other thing because we got work to do. We got work to do. So the 4 looking at the 5, and the 5 has a pull on the 4, but the 4 is like, yeah. We'll go to the bar after work. Yeah, we'll get a drink after work. Yeah. We'll go drive up Mulholland Drive and go see the lights after work. So this 9 is really pretty even keeled. They have their tests, they come in relationship endings. That's the test for the 45-9, because 45-9 is normally, like I said, work, and experience, adventure, restlessness. So what normally suffers when you're focusing on work and then experiences and freedom? Your relationships. So their tests come in relationships and how they end. There's no easy ending relationship for a 45-9. It's always a test. Always something, dog. Always, nothing is easy. No ending is easy for them. Any easy ending, job ending is not easy. Getting through to graduate a class is not easy. Anything that has an ending, completion, or graduation attached to it, and or is a relationship, is a test for 45-9. They are very productive and stable and secure in the freedom that they seek. It's never anything that encroaches upon the feelings or emotions of another. They are secure in their adventures. They never just come with that straight 5 energy of bang. It's secure, it's structured, it's formatted, it's in a box. Yeah, the box may stretch a little, but it always comes back. Always comes back. And any change that comes through for a 45-9 or a life pivot, you got to move because of the divorce, or you graduated college and now you got to move, or you changing jobs, any type of life pivot or change for 45-9 is always stable and secure. Always stable and secure. And they fall into some of the best fresh opportunities ever. They lose a job and next day they got a better one, and it's a better opportunity, more money. Yeah. That's what's up for the 45-9. Their mantra is embrace every ending with quiet assurance. They tend to worry. They tend to get worried, especially if they think it's going to encroach on their freedom, or it's going to interrupt their money or their cha-cha or their job. With anything like an end of a job, if they start thinking that they're going to get fired, yeah, they can turn into a ball of anxiety. They come to end shit. All 9s come for the endings. So once they get an awareness of that, they need to embrace every ending with a quiet assurance, because for every ending, completion, and graduation, there's a new beginning, endeavor, and launch. Ending come, beginning is right behind it, right next, right after it. Something ends, bam, almost immediately, something begins again. And for them to always awaken, ascend, and expand, they need to have a healthy work-play balance. That's key for them. If they are overemphasizing work and not indulging their 5 energy, or if they're overemphasizing the 5 and not sticking to their regimen of work energy, then they stop expanding. If they want to ascend and expand, they have to have a healthy balance of both. Any comments about the 45-9? Any comments about any of it today? That's it for today.
I was gonna say I'm not sure what type of 9 he is, but my friend, his name is Bird. He always shows up every time I'm in the middle of a transition from one place to another. And he is a 9, and it's like clockwork. He always shows up when something is about to stop and I'm about to start doing something else, and he just makes it so much easier to get through it because he's such a like lighthearted, saggy vibe.
Yeah.
Like he just like to have fun. So it's like when I was about to stop driving, it was like I knew it, but then I started getting like anxious about it, and then I ended up just talking to him like the whole time. Like my tire had blew out, and I had to find somewhere to take it and stuff. And he was just like, "Yeah, I'm like it's all right, you know, it's cool." Or
Yeah.
whenever I had to move out of state, like I'm going into school and I
Yep.
need something, or I'm about to start before I started doing my internet stuff. He brought me over a computer. Like he always just cared.
Yep. That's the 9. That's that 9, man. Yeah, yeah. That's that 9. And again, you know, the 4 and the 5 make up the 9, but then we already know that the 9 is the humanitarian, and the 9, they get it about endings, completions, and graduations because their whole existence is one ending, completion, and graduation after another, after another, after another, after another. So yeah, they are always Johnny or Janie on the spot and willing to pitch in and willing to help, and always got an extra computer or an extra car or an extra bedroom or extra something. Always, always. And if they don't have it, they'll go get it. Yeah, they'll go into debt to go get the extra shit to give to you. Yeah, that's a 9. 9 will do that. Anybody else? Any comments about any of the numbers we covered today, or any other comment?
I just,
Yes, Ms.
yes, I sent you an email the other day. Did you get it?
I got it. I'll respond to it after the show today.
Okay, I
Yeah.
thank you. All right.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
thankful I'm here today.
And also, I'm working on yours as well, Shonda. I got your affirmations there in the kitty to get done within the next 24 hours as well, too. So you will get your email with that by close of business tomorrow.
Oh, thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Anybody else? If not, I thank and love each and every one of you guys for showing up for On the Sevens with Pythias B Metatron as we started in with the 40s. I am thankful and grateful that you guys came around here. We come around here to awaken, ascend, and expand. We do go through the 88 steps into your mastered self. And if you keep making On the Sevens with Pythias B Metatron a part of your spiritual journey, I'm sure that your mastered self awaits you. I am not saying goodbye forever. However, I am saying goodbye for now. I love you all, and I will see you on Saturday.
Love you too. Love everybody.
Goodbye for now.
Have a great one. I hope to hear from you.
Bye.
Bye.
Stella, I hope to hear from you.